Alright guys, it's Mike here from Mike's OG Academy. So I wanted to do a quick little video on how there's different ways to hit a draw, and then kind of how I feel like most amateurs are struggling to hit a draw because they're trying to hit a draw more so with the hand path and kind of focusing in on club shaft pitch and where the club shaft should be pointing to help them hit a draw. So anyways, I got two students here. I got one on the left that I do physical locations with, and one on the right that's more online lessons. And the one on the right, this was his original before I helped him out, and then obviously the one on the left, I've been helping Ray out for a little while now. So let's kind of get into it. So, i.e. a little bit more, so like Ray over here on the left of our screen, his wrist would be maybe just a touch more in flexion. This guy's wrist is pretty much flat here, which tells me that his grip was weak, so that's definitely something we worked on. But most players who get this position, they'll have instruction that tells them that they need to swing more to right field. So what I start seeing is I see that their hands drop vertically down this way and then work more so into this way into the golf ball. And they don't kind of understand that the pitch of the shaft should really kind of be the way that you shallow out the club and swing a little bit more from the inside. And that hands actually might even work a little bit more out. Obviously, there's a top of the swing position, getting his left arm a little bit more on shoulder line and fixing up, tightening, giving a little bit more depth and tightening up that as well. But putting that beside, let's kind of see how these players hit a draw and which one you would think would be a little bit more effective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle around the hand path and then a circle around the club head path and kind of see how they work together. See if we can start seeing some differences here. Alright. So we notice that the hand path is definitely dropping a lot more vertically down. And that the club shaft is pretty steep at this point. As he tries to work the club head more inside. And we'll just stop it right here. Cool, so that gets him coming a little bit from the inside. He's definitely shallow. He's got that high handle look, and his swing direction I think is a little bit too far right with irons. But that's kind of how his hand path gets the club to work from the inside there. So, I mean, part of it definitely has to come from his positioning at the top. He has no depth, so he has to drop the hands pretty far vertically inside. Will help you get a little bit more from the inside without compromising rotation, correct? Which is key. We want to keep rotation. So let's take a look at Ray's. Obviously, Ray's got a lot more depth at this point. He's pointing outside ball target line. Let's see kind of where his hands travel and then how the club head follows along for the ride. Let me redo that. So you can obviously see his little shallowing motion. Alright, almost done. Pretty much impact. We'll stop it right there. Cool. Alright, so if we compare these side by side, you'll definitely see a little bit of a difference here, correct? So Frank over here is getting his hands dropping more behind his body, which is then steepening the shaft, but still swinging from the inside. But now he's compromising a little bit of what? Rotation, going a little bit into early extension, and getting a lot more what I call flip through the golf ball. Now Ray's got a little bit more depth at the top of the swing. I would say Ray's hands are working a little bit more out than vertically down. And then he's relying on the pitch of the shaft to shallow out the club and get it swinging from the inside. And I would say Ray has a lot less early extension at this point. So if we take him a click, And notice his club face is a lot more stable at this point than I would say Frank's. So I would say this release pattern is a little bit more consistent. If you're going to want to hit a draw, never try to hit a draw with hand path. Now, if you're out of position at the top, you might have to work hand path a little bit differently. But if you're going to hit a draw with the club shaft pitch and don't hit it with the hand path. This is so crucial if you want to be consistent and you want to rotate while hitting a draw instead of stalling out and flipping to hit a draw. So definitely the one on the left, Ray's over here, the ladder is a lot more consistent than the one on the right. Highly recommend it.